Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to discuss BitTensor and its token TAO. Now that it has rallied about 13.5% over the last 24 hours, none of the content is financial advice. This is the homepage of the website for all of these charts. They are all available for free. Link on the bottom of your screen. This is the direct link to the YouTube videos if you want to check any videos related to Tensor, BitTensor, that is TAO. You can check it out using the search button on the YouTube homepage to check out all of the predictions made thus far. Coming back to BitTensor again, now the price has rallied 13.5% over the last 24 hours. Still leader amongst its peers over the last 7 days, up by about 1.7%. The current price is coming in at around $455, drawn from the 2024 Fibonacci levels and the 2025 bottom that happened in April 2025. The price is coming close to the 0.5 Fib level at around $455. If there were to be a rally to the upside, the next target is at around $524. That's the 0.618. This is again not financial advice. This is technical analysis using Fibonacci levels. The support to the downside is first is the 50-week simple moving average at around $390, and then the 20-week simple moving average at $360, and the 21-week exponential moving average at around $363. The second level to the upside is the 0.786 Fib level at around $620, and the previous all-time high, that is in 2024, was at around $740. There was a launch related wick. Again, I'm ignoring this week because the candle bodies were way down there again in the low 590s. So again, not considering that for technical analysis. Again, during the launch, the volatility for these cryptos is so high. If there is a new all-time high compared to the 2024 high, the 1.618 Fib level based new all-time high for BitTensor is all the way at around 1100. Let's check the price potential for TAO using our website cryptoweeklies.com. The first model that we will discuss is the DCA, or the regression based model, the polynomial regression based model or interpretation of what the fair value for BitTensor is. Again, ignoring the first data point, which was in the lower 10-cent region. The polynomial regression based fair value for BitTensor is coming close to about $500 whenever per this model, again, especially whenever the price was lower than this dotted green line, which is the one standard deviation residual drawn to the downside or the bottom pattern, like it was back in mid-October 2025 when the price came crashing to $280. Again, that couple of weeks ago, in late September, early October time period, you can check, and also in the mid-October range, early to mid-October range, the price did go to the dotted undervaluation zone, the dotted green undervaluation zone. The top of the channel is the peak 2 standard deviation residual drawn to the upside from the fair value. That level for BitTensor and its token TAO is currently at around $900. But within a couple of months from now, this extension could be somewhere at around $1,100. That's the 1.618 confluent with the regression based overvaluation. So again, there is still a theoretical possibility for TAO to go there, but you can see since the 2024 bullish seasonality for TAO, again, all of the major rallies came 10 to 20% short of, or fell 10 to 20% short of the polynomial regression based fair value or the 2 standard deviation ceiling. Again, these polynomial regression based models are again live models. They do react dynamically to the latest price point. Again, they are not retroactively fitted, but again, if there is a sharp downturn in the coming weeks or months, the bullish bias that BitTensor right now enjoys on its fair value could go and turn bearish if in 2026, especially in the bear market, if there is a bear market in 2026. Right now, the regression based risk is at around 0.44. If it were to go to somewhere close to that 0.6, between 0.6 and 7 like it did in December 2024 as well as in May 2025 and July 2025. The 0.6 to 0.7 risk based forecast for BitTensor and token TAO is at around $750, between $750 and $800, $830. That's the range forecasted by the DCA or regression based model. The time weighted average price model for BitTensor says that again, whenever the price is close enough to that blue line, which is the time weighted average price, or slightly below the time weighted average price, that's where great accumulation territory or any dip buying opportunity occur. Again, we not too long ago, that is in early to mid October 2025, and throughout the course of 2025, when the price came close to that blue line, which is the time weighted average price for BitTensor, which is currently at around $307, that historically was a great zone to DCA into the TAO token. Now what is more key to see is from 2024 when the price went the color code based risk for TAO went into the red territory whenever the price was too far gone from the time weighted average price. Back then the time weighted average price was in the low hundreds to low 200, early 200. Back then the deviation between the price and the time weighted average price was much higher than what it is today. The time weighted average price based risk score right now, again, if we were to check that, it's at around 0.39. In 2024 it was the risk score was in 0.96, so more than 95% risk. Right now it's around 40% risk per the time weighted average price model. If we were to look at the simple moving average price based risk model, again the 20-week simple moving average price is at around $360, whereas the price is about $100 higher than the time weighted average price. So definitely some risk involved per this model, again at around 0.43. If it were to go to the intermediate zone between 0.6 and 0.7, the price forecasted for BitTensor and token TAO is at around between $620 and about $660. So as an average of all of these models, again a major area coming close to that lower 786 level to that previous high, that is in 2024, between that range between 620 and 750. And if it were to overshoot again, then that $1100 and 1.618 based region is still within the realms of possibility. So this is the interpretation of these models. Overall, if we were to look at an estimated scenario for BitTensor and its token TAO, now with that overall weighted risk is coming close to that 0.43, that is close to 40%. The base peak forecasted is at around $600. The bull peak is at around $1,000, and a moon boy or a stretch goal for BitTensor per the interpretation of all of these individual risk-based models is $1,500. If the price gets to that base peak, that's about 1.33x from the current price. When it goes to the bull case scenario, that's about 2.2x of the current price, and moon boy case is at about 3.3x of the current price. With that, I would like to conclude. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give a like and subscribe, and check out all of these charts on cryptoweeklies.com. Hope you have a nice day. Bye bye.